Welcome to the Self-Belief Podcast, the show that we shift your self-belief in, because self-belief shifting shifts everything. Just Being You, my long-awaited book, is now live on Amazon. The links are all down below. From self-doubt to self-belief. Today we're going to talk about one of the most common struggles I hear, self-doubt. That inner voice that questions everything that you do and whispers that you're just not good enough. If that sounds familiar, this is the episode for you. Welcome back to the Self-Belief Podcast. I'm Jenny Field, your self-belief expert from Just Being Me. Self-doubt doesn't mean you don't function properly. It means you're human. But most people don't realise that self-doubt is learned. It's what happens when you've been criticised, dismissed, or told that your feelings don't matter. Over time, your brain learns that staying small feels safer than standing out. It starts as protection, but it ends up becoming the prison that keeps you from growing. But the really good news is that what was learned can be unlearned. Self-doubt shows up as the voice that questions you. Are you sure? What if you fail? Who do you think you are to do this? But that voice isn't the truth. It's fear pretending to keep you safe. When you start to challenge it, your brain will start to rewire itself. Over time, instead of letting fear take the lead, you begin to lead with curiosity. Try this next time doubt appears. Take a pause. Ask yourself, is this true now, or are these old thoughts? That simple question gives your brain space to choose a different response. Self-belief doesn't come from external validation. It comes from within. It grows every time you honour your own truth. When you follow through on a promise to yourself or treat yourself with compassion. When you practice self-talk that supports you instead of shames you. When you begin to reprogram your mind. Replace the I can't with I'm learning to. I'm not ready with I'm practicing. I always fail with I'm finding my way. Because your brain listens to the words you use. So speak to yourself as if you are someone that you really care about. I was chatting with somebody the other day, and the whole way she spoke about situations she'd been in was in a negative way. So that just reinforced her brain that she couldn't. She wasn't worth it. And yes, she was going to fail. And that was just in an everyday conversation, not as a client. So stop and listen to how you speak to yourself and to others about yourself. Things like, I'm such an idiot. The brain doesn't think, oh, she's joking, she doesn't really mean that. And it takes it literally and keeps doing the thing that you call yourself an idiot for. Confidence isn't the absence of doubt. It's the presence of trust. When you trust yourself, you don't need certainty. You just need courage. You'll still have doubts, but they won't control you anymore. You'll notice them, breathe through them, and choose to move anyway. This is where emotional responsibility plays a role. When you stop blaming others, or waiting for validations from others, you take your own power back. You stop being a passenger in your own life. Self-belief isn't about never failing, never falling, never knowing what to do. It's about learning from the process and trusting yourself to get back up. There's an energy in self-belief. Everything is energy. And when you believe in yourself, you change that frequency of the energy of how you show up. People feel that. Opportunities respond to that. When you're in low energy, doubting, overthinking, seeking approval, you close off possibilities. When you shift into self-belief, even quietly, life begins to open again. That doesn't mean everything comes easy. It means you finally start moving in alignment with your truth instead of your fear. So if it's safe to do so, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what would change in my life if I trusted myself just a little bit more? Maybe you'd speak up. Maybe you'd try something new. Maybe you'd stop finally waiting for permission to live your life fully. You're not stuck. You're not broken. You're finding the awareness to be who you really are. I know that because you are listening to this. Self-belief isn't something you find. It's something you choose again and again. And if this episode has spoken to you at all, my one-to-one self-belief coaching and my membership are safe spaces to help you rebuild that trust. Together, we'll quiet that noise of self-doubt. We'll reprogram the old patterns and reconnect you with the confidence that is actually already within you. Change begins when you say yes to yourself. Thank you for being here. Until next time, take care of you and keep building that self-belief. Thanks for listening today. If you'd like to know more, you can find all the links down below. Oh, and don't forget to press subscribe so you can catch the next one. See you soon.